All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back here. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. We are back here at the Space News Pod down here in Brownsville, uh, Texas, about 25 miles away from Starbase. And there was a weather notice earlier today. I want to get this out there in the beginning of the show so we can get to it and we can kind of go over what's possible and what's going on today. So there's a critical to extreme wildlife threat for March 30th, 2022 and beyond. So there's a hazardous weather outlook for the Starbase area. Now, this doesn't mean that anything is going to be happening at Starbase in particular, but I just want to let you guys know about it because the area down there could possibly be affected. What's up, Scott? Leo, how you doing? So this is a live podcast that we're doing right now. And these are the things we do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Central Time. So stop on in during a lunch break when you're just hanging out. I appreciate you guys. And I have a cool new sponsor to tell you guys about too. Really help me out. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But this weather alert, let me show you this actually. I want to show you the weather alert because I think we should all kind of take a look at this together. Let's take a look at this. From the National Weather Service. This is a critical to extreme wildfire threat from March 30th, 2022. Hazardous weather outlook. Right now in Brownsville, it's about 83 to 90 degrees. It's kind of humid though, but it's like the weather alert's kind of misleading, right? I walked out this morning. I walked out of my apartment and I was like, it's kind of humid. Like, what's going on here? And then I did my normal daily routine outside. I took a little walk around, listened to some music, did that thing, woke up, and then a little bit later, I took a little drive in my car, went down to get coffee and stuff, and a couple fire trucks. And I was like, what's going on? Like there's normally no fire trucks in this area that I really see that much, like in the area that I drove. So I was like, okay, there's something going on. There's a couple cop cars and stuff. And I was like, okay, something happened. Okay, not a big deal. I got home, and then I saw this National Weather Service thing, and I was like, huh, causation correlation thing, possibly not because of this, but also I was like, so let's take a look at this hazardous weather outlook for the next few days. And this is from the National Weather Service's website, directly from weather.gov, forecast.weather.gov. Cameron County, coastal areas, Kennedy, Northern Hidalgo, etc. 5:02 a.m. CDT, March 30th. So that happened this morning at 5 o'clock a.m. basically. A hazardous weather outlook is for portions of deep South Texas. We're on the tip of Texas down here in Brownsville. So we're right next to the Mexico border. And also, I'm about 20 minutes away from Starbase. Day one today and tonight. So I'm keeping it calm and I'm just chilling out today. A wind advisory is in effect for Kennedy, we'll see, Cameron, through 9 a.m. Wednesday. Right, so that's the wind advisory. It's still, let me look out my window. It's still pretty windy out there. I think there should be a wind advisory going on right now. Like I can see all these bushes and trees and stuff swaying back and forth. Should be continuing on, right? There's a high risk of rip currents along area beaches today too. So that's from the wind. Rip currents happening, dangerous. Red flag warning, that's what we're worried about. Is in effect from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for all of deep South Texas. All of deep South Texas. Days 2 through 7, Thursday through Tuesday. Fire weather conditions will be elevated across much of deep South Texas and the Rio Grande Valley on Thursday due to very low relative humidity values. And that, it's humid today, but this is a severe weather outlook for today and tomorrow. And an elevated risk of rip currents is possible on the beaches, South Padre Island, Boca Chica Beach. So don't go swimming Thursday and Friday. Don't go in the water. It makes sense. If there's a rip current, possibly just don't go. It just makes sense. Don't be a hero, so to speak. So those are the instant weather things that I got this morning. And SpaceX could possibly be affected. They're in a marshy kind of area, but they also are on the coast and they get beaten down with sunlight all day. Right? There's grass there. There's high grass in some areas. The dunes have grass on them. So it's possible that a fire could break out on the dunes, possible that a fire could break out near Starbase, and then, emergency crews would go out, take care of it. But I just want to tell you guys about the critical warning, the weather warning that's happening at Starbase within the next couple of days, just so you can be aware of it and that it is happening right now. Now, um, down at Starbase, you you go down past the build site, right? You go down past the build site. You go down to Starbase proper, where they fly the ships, to the flight region, and the whole area through there, through Highway 4. Um, there's grass on either side of Highway 4, right? It's kind of marshy, kind of swampy, but before the build site, um, there's a lot of grasslands. There's a lot of hills, a lot of really dry bushes. Like that's the other thing too, bushes, trees, stuff like that in the SpaceX Starbase area. And as you can see, there's a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but on my screen at the bottom, there's some dry grass that I shot some film of a little bit earlier. And it's a real concern down there. They do have operations crews down there that would help out, but they may have to pull in if something does catch on fire, a fire department from nearby to extinguish the flames. So Booster 7 in the high bay, possibly coming out today. I haven't checked the cams. Actually, let me check the cams real quick and see if anything's going on with Booster 7 yet. I haven't seen it within the last like 30 minutes, but it seems like it's still in the high bay. So Booster 7 not coming out today, but we do have road closures. So check this out. The road closure is still scheduled Wednesday, March 30th, 2022 from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So possible they move Booster 7 out. They possibly move Booster 4 or Ship 20 someplace. And basically, they're going to either scrap Ship 20 and Booster 4 or put them in the Rocket Garden or put them on South Padre Island or put them at the airport. So those are the things that may be happening to Ship 20 and Booster 4. Probably just going to scrap them. That's what I'm assuming. They're just going to scrap these things, move on. Ship 24, Booster 7. Booster 7's in a really good spot. I don't know if they're going to move Booster 7 yet because the grid fins aren't on Booster 7. So, as you can see from this footage that I got, there's no grid fins on this thing. So would they move it someplace else for the time being so they can put Ship 24 in there so they can build it? I don't know. I mean, put the grid fins on it first. That's what I'm assuming. Finish this project unless they can't, and then they move Ship 24 in there and then they, do that thing. But it's possible, that we do get a move today of something. And it is possible we get Booster 4 or Ship 20 to move down the road towards the production facility, towards the Rocket Garden, and dismantle them. Maybe even, they have the tiles on them, right? I don't think they're going to reuse the tiles either. I think they'll just get new tiles for everything. Don't use the old ones because taking them off probably going to kind of ruin them in some way. So not a good look. Not a good look for those tiles. It looks like those things are going to go bye-bye to those tiles. Oh, what's up, Bob Brink? How you doing? Greetings, Bob Brink. R2 spotted this morning. I saw that, Steven. Yeah, some Raptor 2s were spotted at Starbase this morning. I think there were 3 Raptor 2s spotted at Starbase. So it's very interesting to see where these Raptors are going to go. Are they going to go on to Ship 24 first, or are they going to go on to Booster 7 first? I don't know. It's going to be really cool to see in the next few days what happens down there at Starbase. I'm going to take a trip there either a little bit later today. I have some appointments that I got to do either later today or early tomorrow morning. So we'll see what these Raptors do and if there's going to be any more Raptor deliveries. But like I was saying before, just keeping it calm today, keeping it chill in the studio. Many fire departments have mutual aid agreements. Not sure if SpaceX does. Yeah, Perpetual Nerd. Yeah, that's a good thing about SpaceX is that they work with the local government and they work with the local authorities to help out with stuff like that. So hopefully SpaceX and the fire departments locally here have something going on with that, just in case something happens, during the day today or through the next next few days. So, we'll see what happens with that. Um, but there's a possibility that we get, nothing happens as well. Dude, Bob Brink, thank you so much. You should get a Starship. I'm not sure. Did you get Starship? I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. The alert came up that you did a membership. Thanks so much, dude. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Anything like the memberships, super chats, super stickers, anything like that gets me back down to Starbase so I can get more footage to share with you guys on the channel. And I'm gonna be doing more, putting together more kind of like collages of footage for you guys, like a daily kind of thing, like a recap of the day. So that's in the plan for the next week or so. Go down there, take a bunch of footage, and get more stuff for you guys because this channel is full of footage. If you haven't seen, like, go watch some other videos on the channel. Tons of footage. Also, Starship Daily is our other channel. Tons of raw footage over there, including drives from Brownsville, basically. The latest one from Brownsville all the way down to the production facility at Starbase. So you get to see like the real time, like 20 minutes drive down Highway 4 and all the potholes that I have to swerve over. I didn't stop talking about the potholes. But check this out. I'll put I think I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. See if I can put a link here for you. So you guys can check that out. It's on the other Starship channel, Starship Daily. Can I type today? I don't think so. There we go. There we go. Okay, check that out in chat. Starship Daily, youtube.com/Starship Daily. That's our other channel. So working on that. A lot of other stuff. Thanks, Bob, for becoming a member of the Cosmos crew one more time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here's going back to the weather today. Elevated fire weather conditions across deep South Texas. On Thursday, Wednesday, it's rip currents, humidity's low, the heat is up. It's hot today. So, man, it's going to be 93 degrees Fahrenheit today. Absolutely insane. I'm from the Northeast. I'm not ready for this again. This happened like when I moved here. Literally the day I moved here to Brownsville last year, it was 94 degrees. And I'm like, what did I get myself into? Yeah, so absolutely insane. Bob Brink says, I can't believe I got a notice about the live chat in time for me to get here. Heck yeah. What's up, Ron Trader? How you doing? Perpetual Nerd, there's a man lift up there right now. Oh, nice. Gary, welcome from Erie, PA. Yes, you get it. You get it, Northeast. You know what's up. How do they bring those tankers in around the potholes? I don't know, man. That's a tough one because I've seen them driving. I've seen the tanker trucks driving, and some of them just plow through the potholes, and they are gnarly potholes. Seriously, go to Starship Daily and check out that video, and also subscribe to the channel. That would be really helpful too, and like watch all the videos. It would be very helpful. Watch all the videos that you like. Actually, is what I should say. Now getting into things I like. Okay, so I have a new sponsor for the show. I want to tell you guys about it. It's the Yours app. So Yours app is kind of it's a way to chill out. And I use it. I've used it for the last 3 nights or so. I want to show you the app too. So check this out. They're helping out the channel. They're helping us get more footage from Starbase. And the Yours app is like, in my own words, it's helped me go to sleep. So basically, for the last year or so, right? For the last year or so, I've been doing like a like a playlist of like bird sounds and creeks and like mountain wind and stuff like that. And like there's meditation on the app, there's music, psychology, all sorts of fun stuff to keep your body and your mind in tune, right? So I've been listening to this playlist for like every night for the last like year or so. And then I got the Yours app a little bit ago. And listen to this. This is really cool. This is a story that they have. It's like a bedtime story. The Island of Fire and Ice. Narrator Alan Turkington. There we go. So listen to this. Super soothing. Oh, listen to this. I don't know if you can hear this. Check this out.
Good evening.
Yeah. So
My name is Alan,
listen to that guy's voice.
and tonight I will be taking you off to a land
I
of
literally,
fire and ice.
I literally, so I listened to that playlist for like an hour or something, usually an hour, maybe 2 hours, but it keeps going throughout the night. It like repeats over and over and over. But I listened to this guy for like 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and I was out like a light. And I wasn't even tired. It was the weirdest thing. So now I listen to that every night before I go to bed, as I'm going to bed, as I'm going to sleep, and I'm like conked out immediately. It's really nice. So they help you with mindfulness, made easy, rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul with musical soundscapes, meditations, sleep stories, plus advice from our team of expert psychologists. So if you have anything going on, they can help you out. Over 300 plus activities. Curate your perfect self care routine with our best in class content recommendations. There's all sorts of stuff. So go to yoursapp.com/space and you'll get you'll get a discount because they're working with us here. So let me type this in for you. Um, /space. There we go. I'll put it in chat so you guys can check it out. Check this out. Yeah, really helpful. Debs, what's up? There you go. So check that out. Um, Help them out. Get it's free. And if you want more content, you can pay for different content. But the free stuff is definitely worth it just to download the app and check it out. So anyway, yoursapp.com/space helps out the channel and also can help you out too. Now let's get back to the space news. We have some other stuff going on too. Let's get into that too. There's some Artemis stuff going on too. There's all sorts of fun things going on in the space industry right now. Artemis fully stacked, as we know, moved out to the pad. They're going to be doing a wet dress rehearsal pretty soon. They're going to be doing, and I want to show you what a wet dress rehearsal actually is. I get a lot of questions about what a wet dress rehearsal is. So I'm going to go by NASA standards here. Check this out. NASA standards for the wet dress rehearsal for the Artemis 1 mission, right there. Wet dress rehearsal testing demonstrates the ability to load cryogenic or super cold propellants, including detanking the propellants with the Artemis 1 rocket at the launch pad on the mobile launcher. Several weeks before the actual Artemis launch, Artemis 1 will roll 4 miles. I already did it. This is in the past tense. It's going to undergo checks at the pad, and teams will practice the launch countdown and then recycle back to T-minus 10 minutes to demonstrate the ability to scrub, a launch, and detank. So that's what they're going to be doing. Prior to rolling out to the pad wet dress, they already did that. So basically, they're going to be doing tests. They're going to load up the cryo test. Basically, what I tell people is, in the most basic sense, they get the rocket ready to roll, right? They do the cryogenic stuff, the super cold stuff, fuel it, get it ready, and then they just don't push the button to let it fly. And all that stuff is automated. It's not some person with his finger on the button. But basically, the general public thinks that's how rockets launch. It's most of the time. So when I say that to to a regular person that I see basically on the side of the road to Starbase, when I tell them they might be doing a wet dress rehearsal of Starship, they say, "What's that?" And I go, "Oh, that's when," and then somebody doesn't push the button, and then they're like, "Oh, okay." And then they detank, and then they just undo everything they did just to make sure everything works. So that's what the Artemis 1 is going through right now, the SLS. And also, there's a thing going on with SpaceX. I want to show you guys this too. There's this thing going on with SpaceX. Interesting enough, SpaceX has halted production of Dragon capsules. So basically, they have 4 capsules right now that are in the rotation that they can refurbish, and they can continue using them, and they don't need to make new capsules. And let me see. I think there was a Reddit thread. Let me see if I can find it here. With the here it is. There's 4 of them right now, and I didn't. Okay, there we go. C206 Endeavor, C207 resilience, C10 endurance, and C212 freedom. So C206, C207, C210, and C212 are the 4 crew dragons. So instead of building new ones all the time, continuing to build new dragons, they're basically keeping the same dragons and just refurbishing them instead of building new ones. So it's not an end of life thing. They're still going to be using the crew dragons, and they're fine using the same dragons repeatedly because that's what they were built for. They weren't built to be built again and, fully reusable, right? Like that's the whole thing with SpaceX. It's fully reusable. So these crew dragons, 4 of them, let me go back here, C206, C207, C210, C212 Freedom are all part of that final, the final 4, I guess. Some others have been blown up during testing. Some others didn't make it through, but those 4 are going to be continued to be refurbished after every launch, after every landing. So I just wanted to get that in there for you guys. And there's an AX-1 mission that was supposed to launch too, but the AX-1 mission was pushed back until the 6th, I believe, a couple days, because the SLS space launch system, the Artemis 1 space launch system, is going to be doing the wet dress rehearsal. And I'm going to try to get the wet dress rehearsal on the channel. So stay tuned and subscribe if you can, so we can get that on here and you can check it out, because it's going to be really interesting to see what they do. And it might be like a 24/7 thing. NASA Kennedy is going to be streaming it, but with no audio and no commentary. So I'm hoping to like kind of dip in there and help out with that. So maybe I can get that on here. So if you can, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because then you get all of that stuff on the channel as well. So that's about it for me today, guys. I have an appointment coming up in a couple of minutes, but I want to make sure that you guys got everything. And I'm not chatting much with everybody in chat today, but I just want to get this out there, because the wildfire stuff is, it's kind of a thing that happens every once in a while down here. I've seen it a few times. I've reported on it a few times. And moving forward, the wildfire thing could be a real threat to SpaceX and the surrounding area. So I'll keep you up to date with what I hear and what I see, and I'll keep you up to date locally here from Brownsville and from Starbase about all that stuff happening. So that's about it for me today, guys. I really do appreciate your time. I really do appreciate it. Bob Brink, thanks again for becoming a member again of the Cosmos crew, and I'll keep you guys in tune with what's going on down here at Starbase and Brownsville, Texas. So that's about it. Thanks, guys. I'm out here, and I do have an ending screen. Check this out. The ending screen actually works. I'm so excited about this. Check it out. People that are members of the channel. There you go. These are people that have helped out tremendously by becoming a member of the channel. All these people have helped out the show, and they're current members of the channel. So thank you so much for all the members, for doing what you do, for helping out the channel, and being part of the Cosmos crew, or any part of the crew for Space News Pod. Take care, everybody. I'm out of here for now, but I will see you soon, and possibly a live stream from Starbase either tonight or tomorrow. So take care.